To perform these two songs, please welcome from the film, executive producer and Academy Award winner, John Legend.
Despite both having extensive experience singing live, Ryan fronting a rock band, Emma in cabaret on Broadway, Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone turned down the Oscars invitation to perform the nominated songs from La La Land in 2017, including the winning, which you can't believe, City of Stars.
City of stars, are you shining just for me?
And Audition, The Fools Who Dream.
Here's to the ones who dream.
That was not like a dream of mine.
Just a couple weeks ago, Bradley Cooper revealed that he thought it was foolish for an actor to dream of singing at the Oscars.
You know, it wasn't like, ooh, I'd love to sing live in front of a televised audience. That sounds like a f***ing nightmare.
I'm assuming that Ryan and Emma had a similar mindset when they said no in 2017, but 2 years later, Bradley said yes to performing Shallow with Lady Gaga.
Oh, I did not want to do that.
Tell me something, girl.
You know, it was the song nominated and you sing the song, so I would look like an idiot if she's singing there with some other dude and I'm sitting there in the audience like, isn't that a great song? I had no choice.
In the sha-sha-la-la-la-la.
And the critics' choice is...
On January 14th, when the critics announced their choice,
I'm Just Ken, Barbie!
Ryan seemed to wonder. I'm Just Ken suddenly looked like it was on the road to an Oscar nomination. So maybe that conversation between Ryan and Bradley during a commercial break was Bradley saying to Ryan, aren't you tired of trying to fill that void? Or do you need more? You don't need more, Ryan. You're enough. You can go perform at the Oscars. While I'm inventing the Bradley Cooper pep talk, Margot Robbie has been in Ryan's ear all award season, telling Variety, don't worry, we're poking Ryan whenever we can. Do it, come on, it'll be fun. I would love nothing more. That would make me and the world so happy. Then 9 days later,
Ryan Gosling in Barbie and Emma Stone in Poor Things.
Both Ryan and Emma were announced as Oscar nominees once again.
The nominees for achievement in music, original song.
But this time around, it was only Ryan who had sung an original song that made the Academy's Final Five.
I'm Just Ken from Barbie.
Ryan spoke to Variety 24 hours after the nominations were announced and said he hadn't gotten the invite to perform yet, but he implied that the Oscars would get a different response from him this time around, saying, it might be too much of a risk to have me do it. I don't know how that would work, but I'm open to it. Ryan would have been the holdout in the situation. The Oscars aren't going to go, oh, you're open to it? Oh, it's too big of a risk for us to have Ryan Gosling perform live on the Oscars. Sorry.
Well, that's not going to happen.
Ryan must not realize that the risk is all his because today, February 26th, Variety is officially reporting that Gosling will perform on that Oscar stage live. During that pre-invite interview with Variety, Ramin Satuda writes, Gosling asked me how I'd like to see the song performed. I tell him it can't be scaled down for the Oscars. Fans of the movie will want to see I'm Just Ken as an extravaganza. It can't be pared down, Ryan says, nodding. Okay, it's anthemic, so we'll need a budget. Yes, this can't be Lady Gaga doing a bare bones, stripped down version of Hold My Hand on the Oscars last year.
I wrote this song with my friend Blood Pop for the film Top Gun Maverick in my studio basement.
Don't get me wrong, that was brilliant, but can you imagine if Ryan came on stage and sat beside Mark Ronson on the piano and said, I'm going to sing a song that Mark and Andrew wrote in their studio basement. This is I'm Just Ken. That would be actually hilarious, but no, don't do that. No, this has to be big. This has to be Blame Canada big.
We need to form a full assault!
Yeah, not only was everyone worried how the Oscars would stage the number from South Park, Big, Longer, and Uncut in the year 2000, but hit the right tongue-in-cheek tone, and the answer was simple. Robin Williams.
Everybody!
In the middle of Extravaganza. So yeah, I'm Just Ken needs Blame Canada production value. And then more than having perfect vocals, I think Ryan just needs to fully commit. Like, it can't be Ryan Gosling up there, being Ken and kind of like winging at the audience. No, I need Ken up there.
I'm just Ken. Anywhere else I'd be a 10.
Ryan should take a look at this 2008 Oscars performance.
Hosing down the garbage pail and scrubbing up the toilet. Oh!
Even though she wasn't in costume, there was no set, there wasn't even a prop to enchant the audience. It was not Amy Adams up there singing the Happy Working song. No, that was Giselle.
A happy working song!
Crazy that Amy was just completely solo out there on the stage. But no, I don't want that for Gosling.
I'll see you on the Malibu beach.
I want Gosling with other Kens doing 20 acrobatic tricks in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like splits, spread eagles, backflips, flip-flops, one right after the other.
While trucking down the road of life.
Yeah, while Renee Zellweger opted out of singing the Chicago original song I Move On live, Catherine Zeta-Jones was ready to paint the town, and her other nominated co-star Queen Latifah performed Fast and Loose with her instead.
We just move on. We move on.
It's nerve-wracking. Were you nervous before you did that?
Yeah, of course I was nervous.
I've got to say, it's terrifying.
Not only did Catherine still have all that jazz live, but she simply did not do it alone. I'm not talking about Latifah.
10 days before I was just about to give birth, I'm on a hydraulic lift going up. Going, what the was I thinking?
Yes, we move on.
Yeah, Catherine did that very pregnant, and she gave birth to her daughter 10 days later. And if I remember correctly, they actually had a doctor on premises in case, Catherine had to do number 17, the spread eagle, and went into labor. But no, there's too many jokes in here.
Cause you ain't seen nothing yet.
So while Chicago showcased the singing and dancing talent and training that we didn't realize that Catherine Zeta-Jones had, we are very aware of the training and the talent that Ryan has, and he understandably distanced himself from that club when he was making the transition to adult acting. And I think that played into his decision to not perform City of Stars back in 2017. Not that he was still transitioning at that point, but I think, he was careful. I'm going to dip my toe back into musical stuff with La La Land, but I don't want to go too far back into it. But no, since La La Land, he's done Blade Runner 2049, First Man, and The Gray Man, and then came back to that theatrical musical world in Barbie.
All my life been so polite.
And I think he realizes, I'm established enough, or enough, that I can be both. I can, have both. Like Hugh Jackman, basically. Are you shocked that Ryan said yes to performing on the Oscars this time around?